Keeping a close eye on the numbers, mixed news when it comes to the latest coronavirus numbers. There are just over 2,300 new cases in the last 24 hours with 51 additional deaths. But the positivity rate dropped by 0.25 percentage point. Hello, I'm Denise Koch.
And I'm Nicole Baker. With tough restrictions in place to stop the spread, restaurants and other businesses are struggling to survive.
And now local leaders are announcing new funding measures to help.
WJZ is live. Avajoy Burnett tells us about the measures that are designed to help families desperate tonight for help. Avajoy.
Families and businesses, ladies, good afternoon to you. We are now in the 9th month of the coronavirus pandemic, and many people and businesses are feeling the impact. Over in Baltimore County, the county executive announced a plan to help restaurants that are struggling. And then in Howard County, they announced $1 million to help people at risk of losing the roof over their heads. More than 250,000 Marylanders have tested positive for COVID-19. 5,353 people have died. As phase 1 of the vaccination rollout continues, local leaders are begging you to hold on.
We are all tired. We're ready to put this horrific year behind us, but we have to hold strong for just a little longer.
In Howard County, one of the wealthiest jurisdictions in the country, leaders acknowledge some of their neighbors are hurting financially. So today, the county executive introduced emergency legislation, $6.5 million in funding. That money will help Howard County General expand ICU capabilities, businesses that are suffering, and people on the brink of being evicted. But the bill must first get approval from council.
Many people cannot wait for relief that is needed now.
Over in Baltimore County, Johnny Oshevsky signed an executive order that will prevent food delivery apps from taking too large a cut when you order online. The county executive says fees could be as high as 30%, but they're now capped at 15%.
Since March, so many of their dining rooms have been largely quiet, and that has impacted every person who works in an industry that already survives on slim margins and tips.
And coming up on WJZ at 5, hear from a restaurant owner who talks about the things that are being done right now to restrict those delivery apps. We'll hear from him coming up in just about an hour. Live at 4, Avajoy Burnett for WJZ.
Thank you, Avajoy. Well, earlier today, 95-year-old Murray Simon became the first veteran at the Lochraven VA Medical Center's Community Living Center to get the coronavirus vaccine. The World War II veteran and Purple Heart recipient wants his fellow vets to know there is nothing to fear about getting the vaccine.